and my guest today is the hilarious Sam Rhaegar.
Hey,
What's up, Dino fans? It's Nicole from What's Your Favorite Dinosaur podcast. Dino pod, Dino pod, Dino pod.
thank you for having me.
No, thanks for being on the show, dude. That's so fun. Welcome to the show. This is called What's Your Favorite Dinosaur? You guys weren't there, but I was just telling Sam the first time that I met you, you were in character, and it frightened me on a existential level, dude. You can't, it's like meeting Andy Kaufman. You're like, who's that dick? And then you realize it was a bit, and then you're like, holy fuck, I met God. you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, my character was real creepy.
Yeah. It was terrifying. Did you have a mustache, or am I just okay? Cool.
Yeah.
I was like, did you have a mustache, or am I really remembering Alex Bozanovic's mustache when I was like a young comic? That was a character that I created in my head. My arch nemesis was Alex B's mustache. No, thanks for coming on the pod, guys. If you don't know who Sam is, you probably do. The first addendum that I like to have on the pod is I'm gonna say Sam Rhaegar, comedian. Do you identify as comedian, or do you do other stuff that you love? Because you improv, or do you know improv?
I tried taking a couple classes. I was terrible at it. I'm not good at being in the moment. Or like, if I don't know for certain if something is gonna work, I freeze on stage.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. So you're a purist? You're a pure comedian? Mm-hmm. Nice. Hell yeah. Comedian Sam Rhaegar.
But life finds a way.
Do you have a favorite female paleontologist?
Oh, you wish I did. No. No, I actually, my secret about the whole Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of the podcast. That was fun. And then, so my first question is, on a scale of one dinosaur to 5 dinosaurs, how much do you like dinosaurs?
I feel bad because I enjoy the idea of dinosaurs, but I don't deep dive a lot. So I would say I'm 2 dinosaurs.
Whoa, 2 dinosaurs. That's good. That's a good starter dinosaur range. I feel like, like the hits, the Stegosaurus, the Triceratops. Mm-hmm. The Diplodocus is getting a lot of play, I think, in the modern. He's like a long neck boy. Yeah. But in my day, it was the Bronchosaurus. Now there's another long neck boy making his way in the Dinosphere.
Argentinosaurus.
Ooh, Argentinosaurus. Shut up. Is that a long neck boy, or what is that? Mm-hmm. Nice.
He's the largest, allegedly the largest. Diplo is still the only one that they've found the most skeletal remains for.
Whoa. Yeah, if you really get into dinosaurs, finding out how little bone sample we have of these guys, that's how I feel about the Carcharodontosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. Michelle Hart told me last episode that I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time, which is pretty funny. Thanks, Michelle. But I read it. It goes, hey, we found him, and then we lost all the bones in World War II. And then you're like, oh, and then what happened? They're like, like, there's just it's like dinosaur. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? You can't find more bones.
Do you think it's in somebody's basement, or did it get destroyed?
Oh my God. If some Nazi has some fucking dino bone in his weird culty basement, I'm gonna be so pissed. But no, yeah, cool. 2 dinos. What so then follow-up question, why do you hate joy?
I like joy. I think maybe I'm afraid to like them too much, and that's why I haven't dived in too deep. Almost like cocaine. I'm afraid that I would.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Dinosaurs and cocaine are literally neck and neck. for fun things to do with your friends on the weekend. Wow, you're scared of dinos. I sometimes think that, but then, yeah, you can be kind of a fan of dinosaurs, and people will be like, oh, like a lot of people, nobody hates dinosaurs. And that's like, cool.
So you've never met anyone that hates dinosaurs?
No, I had one guest, Shelly Smith. I was like, what's your favorite dinosaur? And she was like, I never thought about it. And I was like, what the like, because my follow-up question is, what is your dinosaur? What are you, when I'm learning about dinosaurs, I have dinosaur video games, I read dinosaur books, I have dinosaur toys. When I'm dinosauring, what are you doing?
Deep diving people, like
people.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite person?
I don't think he's a good person, but it's someone who's like very intriguing to me. It's Heinrich Schliemann. Mm-hmm. He was like a archaeologist. I use that loosely. He wasn't like formally trained, but do you know like Homeric Troy and stuff?
No.
Like the author Homer and like.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
So he was like obsessed with finding the like the city of Troy that was in his book.
Oh yeah.
So he realized that there were like 8 or 9 levels of this city that was just built on top of each other.
Yeah.
So he dug until he got to like the bottom. Wow. And then realized that Homeric Troy was like level 3. And then he was like, oh, I like destroyed most of this site. And then he was trying to get all the remains of it that he had not completely obliterated. And then he smuggled them out of the country with his child bride. She was like 14.
What?
To their home in California. Didn't realize how much he had stolen until he died, and they went into his backyard, and he had like used them for yard ornaments.
Whoa! And you like this guy?
No, he's just very fascinating.
No, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. But when I watch History Channel shows and they like reference him as like a good guy, I'm like, they're saying that how in most basic like intro to archaeology classes, they use him as an example of like what not to do.
Because he broke everything on the way down, or like how did that?
Because he broke everything on the way down. His like communication with the government was terrible. He was banned from like multiple countries because of like stealing things.
He was a tomb raider, and not in a good way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I forgot the name of which archaeologist he was
based on.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's cool. Wait, so it feels like archaeology is so close to dinosaurs, and you're just like, no, because what you said is like people. You like the social aspect of it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I majored in anthropology in college.
Wow. I like the not people stuff. That's why I like dinosaurs. That's why I like cave people. I'm like, we're already here and we're gross. Tell me what happened before.
Anthropology?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay, that's a good point.
You get down with Australopithecus.
Yeah. Dude, that's so fun. I made a slideshow one time for a slideshow show, and it was archaic humans that I would fuck. And it was like 1 through 5.
Did it have Lucy?
Yeah, I think Lucy had honorable mentions.
Honorable.
Yeah, I think that's, at the time I thought it was so fun. I was like, the people who get this are gonna fucking love this. And then it did kill. A lot of people got it, yeah. Yeah, but at the time I was really into the Turkana boy, which is that little cancer boy that they found in the mud pit. And so, yeah, Lucy had to take a backseat, but then also it was funny to not, include her. I'm trying to think of because I kind of got out of the game. A lot of my attention goes to dinosaurs these days, and with trying to be a comedian, I don't have as much free time. So a lot of, like, even the knowledge that I have, I'm like, what we have left is what we're stuck with right now, guys, because we don't have time to read right now. But I don't know, like I'm reading Fahrenheit 451. That's what I'm on right now.
How are you liking it?
I love it. Ray Bradbury writes in a way that I can understand. A lot of those classics, they sort of write, it's like, feels like pompous to me, but I'm sure they're not doing it on purpose. But I'm sure I'm reading into it, surely. But yeah, it's great. It's like his name's Guy, and you're like, all right, let me see what this fucking guy has to say. And then he doesn't fuck that girl, which is like, I felt like that was very modern brain of me, that they were like, oh, he meets a kid. I'm like, does he fuck her? And then they're like, no. And I'm like, oh.
It's wholesome
and then
now.
yeah, it's wholesome now.
Instead of-
He's like asking his wife about her in the beginning, and I'm like, hey, why don't you fucking not worry about where she is? And then they're like, she's a symbol. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's like very prophetic. They always say 1984 is the one that, but then that's like too obvious an overlord hand. Whereas in Fahrenheit 451, we sort of lazied our way into no books and into TV and into like walls that talk to us, and it's just like reading it, you're like, this is happening. And then I read the back, and Ray Bradbury seems like a friggin' loon. He was just like, I don't know what I'm writing. They're in here, and I let them out. And that felt like such a crazy thing to say. Ray, if you're watching this, I think you're dead, but
Did he end up being predatory or no?
no, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Question number 2. Hey, folks, this is question number 2 of what's your favorite dinosaur with Sam Rhaegar. XM Radio is Sam Rhaegar. That was the coolest thing that I ever heard about you, actually, was that you had a track on XM. Or is it different? Didn't you used to have a track?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my first album got all the tracks accepted.
Whoa!
And my second album, I know at least half of them are on there.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Did that hurt a little bit, though, when they only picked half? Or is it just because the market is too big?
I think the market is so big.
Yeah.
So many people self-producing.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's why I'm doing the podcast, because there's like podcast lists, and I'm like, I'll fucking make my friends watch this shit over and over so I can get on a couple lists and not the bad lists. Question number 2. Yeah, so the second question is, do you have any, you said you're a 2, which is so frightening. I can't even imagine that world. Wait, did we ever get to the bottom of what you do when I'm dinosauring? Oh yeah, people. That's right. Damn, we're so good at this. Question number 2 is, are there any dinosaurs that stand out in your memory or in your childhood or in your formative years?
I feel like somebody has had to have already mentioned it, but Sue. Do you remember Sue?
Whoa! Yeah, I remember Sue, dude, the T-Rex. Yeah, dude. She went on tour. That was sick. Yeah, wow. Oh, I love that. Finally, a real dinosaur. Everyone keeps saying Land Before Time. I'm just kidding. That's a good answer. Wow, yeah, of course I remember Sue. Yeah, and then the heartbreak finding out that there are clay recreations that are not the Sue.
Yeah. Did you ever visit in Chicago?
Yeah, I think I went to Chicago, and I think the Grand Rapids Museum might have got it. I can't remember which president it is. Gerald R. Ford? No, that's the airport.
Gerald Ford, I think.
Is it the museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, the Gerald R. Ford Museum, I think. At least I saw, I remember in my childhood definitely when the Egyptian pharaohs came through. That was like a big one for me too, dude. Ancient Egypt's like another one of those things where you're like, that was a cool time to learn. It was like a cool time to learn about. I like anything history. I don't like anything too modern. Yeah. I'm like, oh, the war? Who cares? Remember when we didn't even have tools? That's what I care about. Mm-hmm. But old-timey, yeah, wait, so Sue, yeah, what's your fondest memory of Sue?
Just the global fascination with her. And I think it's almost like how right now, how the world just wants so many bad things are happening. The world just wanted to find joy in the Artemis.
Yeah.
And we all like rallied around that. And I think Sue was like that for 9/11.
That's so funny.
Like the war is happening.
We needed it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's hilarious because when we find a dinosaur, I always go, fucking Trump's gonna love the hell out of this. And then so far they've all not been in America, and then I'm like, yeah, and then it'll be like China, and then I'm like, fuck. So it's like every new I think we found one in Russia, and I was like, well, we're never gonna fucking see that guy again. But yeah, I like that. My always fun fact is that like George Washington died before dinosaurs were invented. I think he died in I think the first dinosaur was found in 1863, and he might have died in 1850 or some shit like that. Like we didn't have dinosaurs yet. What a time.
Yeah. Do you think older societies found their remains and were like, we could use this for so many things?
Yeah. I think, I also think the wrong people find a bunch of bones. Like, it's like if your mom found a bunch of bones, she'd be like, get rid of those. Like, not everybody has a preservation spirit. And so I think that's what happened. A lot of people, and then also with mining was such a big deal because we needed resources. And then it was land, mines were owned by landlords who were dickheads, and they were like, I don't care if there's a bone in the middle of the mine, keep mining. There didn't I think that probably happened a lot. But yeah, the first guy that was like, I'm gonna hold on to this, and then we always thought it was I think the first one, the iguanodon. You're like, that's iguana. You you know what I mean? We couldn't even imagine a dinosaur yet. That we were just still it's a giant lizard. And then they actually are giant reptiles, which is convenient. But
do you believe the feathers? How some of them have feathers?
I think it's possible. I don't fully understand how everything works. And so I see the dinosaurs with the feathers, and I go, all right, and they kind of look like chickens, so I'm like, well, that's why. Yeah, but I don't, I think we have enough information now that we can be like, some of them had feathers, but then we have fossil records of them not having feathers at all. And so I think the best thing that we can do for research is have an open mind. I think people being no, it's that's how we got in this mess. But yeah, hell yeah. Wow, that was a great second question, guys. Perfect. And then what's my third question? Okay, yeah. Third question is you don't know that much about dinosaurs. I'm trying to get a giant poster. This is a little bit behind the curtain. I'm trying to get a picture of all the dinosaurs. I have one little one, but I want to get a big one and use it as a backdrop, and then have use it for reference. Because the third question is, are there any dinosaurs that you can think of that you feel you could take in a fight?
Ooh. I think a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
I mean, a baby pterodactyl.
Brand new. Can't even.
Whose mom had died already.
Yeah. In the dinosaur movie, they had one dinosaur being predatory to another dinosaur, and then the narrator was like, he's in the middle of a mating ritual, and then he gets eaten by the T-Rex, and then you're like, oh yeah, oh wait, oh. It's they're all just animals, and then we give them value, and then we establish who's the good guy and who's the bad guy, even though we're all there's no morality in the animal kingdom, really.
Yeah, I know that you said that you had wanted to use the question of which one would work for ice. I also think pterodactyl would also work for ice.
Pterodactyl is a mouthy son of a gun. Mm-hmm. I don't like blue jays. I think blue jays are the cops of the bird world, and that's sometimes pterodactyls give blue jay a little bit. They're sharp and.
They're like the flock drone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, they're like drones. That's fun. Obama's favorite dinosaur is a pterodactyl because of the drone strikes. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, there's like little ones that I feel like you could like kick if you needed to, the dinos. But then I always feel like they would, the search and destroy mechanism of dinos is probably so like freaking good that I'd be toast. You know what I mean? Like piranhas can eat the flesh off of shit in like seconds. I'm like, dinos are like bigger, stronger, smarter versions of that mechanism. So I think I'd be toast in a lot of, unless it was like they weren't in their element. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those like giant water ones creep.
Yeah, dude, anything giant in the water freaks me the hell out, dude.
Yeah.
The megalodon, that's too scary. But that's the Mariana Trench, dude. We've never even been there. It's so crazy how much of the world we don't understand.
Yeah.
And outside of the world.
Oh, like all of those like little ecosystems underneath the glaciers, like in Antarctica.
Yeah. And they said that we let out ancient air when the glaciers melt because they were not supposed to be unfrozen, or they were created in a different era. And so they're putting out gases that we don't even have.
Is that weird that you're breathing potentially the same particles as dinosaurs?
I love it. Every time it rains, I'm like, this is the same rain that was on a T-Rex. I love it. I love sharing the water with them. I think their water was cleaner before the asteroid hit, obviously. But because I feel like I always wonder like how long it would have taken dinosaurs to get to capitalism. You know what I mean? That's what, it was such a... But hell yeah. So that's a good answer. And so on this podcast, what's your favorite dinosaur? With me, Nicole Melnyk, and our guest today, Sam Rhaegar. All the questions on the show, I don't know if you know this, are dinosaur related. That's the bulk of the content here, folks. And this next question is exactly dinosaur related. The question is, what do you think is the meaning of everything?
I think just to be able to experience and help each other. And I don't think that as a society we're doing a very good job at that right now.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, to be sweet to each other. Do you think that life has like an inherent meaning? Or do you feel like we make it up as we go?
I feel like we kind of make it up as we go.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I feel like there's no way somebody knows what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah, what do you think happens after?
Oh man, I think the act of not existing feels so natural we don't even feel it. Like I think not existing, it's like going to sleep. I think immediately the energy and the frequency is recycled and recirculated into the ever-expanding universe, and I think I come back fractured on a million different levels across until in a million years they, coalesce and I become human again, I think. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree. In terms of like energy there, I mean, as a Catholic, we're taught that like there's heaven and an afterlife, but even when I ask other Catholics what does that look like to you, like nobody has the same answer.
Yeah.
Like, do you see loved ones that are lost, or does everyone have their own little version of heaven, and you're just like living in your favorite memories.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember your loved ones after this life? And or is there like reincarnation and all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what got me off religion, is just the asking of questions and the sort of. Also, I think religion's like shift to like when you ask questions. You know what I mean? But I always like the idea that if you go to heaven, do you miss your loved ones? And then you go, well, God creates duplicates of you, and then so that your loved ones who miss you still get to see you, and then the version of you that is trapped in hell is simultaneously torturing forever. But that's just like the theory of like infinite universes. Like in every universe, anything is possible, including one where we're being tortured to death in hell, you know?
Do you think dinosaurs go to heaven?
Whoa, I mean, I think not. I don't think so. They couldn't possibly. Oh, no. No. They're just animals. They're animals. They don't have anything.
So animals don't get an afterlife?
I mean, I think the same thing that happens to me. Their energy is dispersed across the universe. And then we're all being, you know what I mean? Next time I come back, I might be part T-Rex.
Do you think you're a dinosaur in an afterlife?
Oh man, I'm that kind of weirdo that thinks like we've all been each other a million times over, and I think that you just like opening yourself up to that is like what empathy is. Like, you know what I mean? If they were in my shoes, this is how I'd feel. It's like, dude, you were in their shoes, and they were in your shoes, and someone else was in those shoes, and those shoes, and those shoes, and it goes on forever. And so we should all be nice to each other. And so, in conclusion, I better have fucking been a dinosaur in a past life. Damn, dude. And that, oh man. So that was a good, was that question 3 or was that question 4?
I think question 3.
Oh shit, dude. All right.
I'm so sorry.
No, because I think I forgot question 4. I know what question 5 is, but for the life of me, we're doing great on time. Okay, wow. Wait, hey, didn't see you there. Thanks for watching What's Your Favorite Dinosaur Podcast. Sam Rhaegar, is there anything that you want to, what do you got coming up? Anything you want to promote?
I'm going to be at Next Stop Comedy in St. Clair Shores in May.
That's awesome.
And then a couple of shows between then and now, but like whenever I'm asked, I always
know.
forget. I'm like,
Everyone go see Sam at Copper Hop with Next Stop Comedy in St. Clair Shores. I was just on that one, that's why I remembered it. Wait, and then, oh man,
I'm at this one theater in Holland with Brian Atkinson.
Oh, Brian Atkinson! I love him.
Yes. Oh,
I bought one of his audiobooks, and he voiced a woman, and I was like, Brian, is this on the up and up? So something about it. Brian, I love you. Yeah, he's cool. He's like very clean. He's like squeaky clean. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna be clean?
I'm gonna try.
Whoa! Do you like challenging yourself in that way?
Yeah, thankfully, like, the more I've been writing lately has been unintentionally clean, but also I've been struggling with punchlines lately. I have premises, but like I cannot find.
Oh, we should write together. I'm so good at finding punchlines. I love it. That's cool. Sometimes when I'm at work and they'll be talking, I'll be like, wait, hold on. And then we'll all laugh, and then they'll be like to them it's like a magic trick, you know?
It's a skill.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. That's yeah, I love writing. We should definitely comedy write together. Mm-hmm. This takes up a lot of my creative energy sometimes. Like I'm trying to think of silly fun questions or like do a trivia. I want to do this one bit where I go Beyonce or Chapel Rowan, and then no matter what the guest says, be like, that's actually incorrect. You shouldn't pit women against each other. But I don't, because I'm cultivating a guest list that is people that I don't, you know what I mean? That's like more of what I would ask a guy and then be like, fuck you a little bit. But then doing that, you know what I mean? Doing that to the idea of pranking one of my girls is loathsome. I want to uplift us, and I want to make us all look good.
Well, I feel uplifted.
Oh, good! Yo, that's awesome. And then you said you had it's a small theater in Holland? Is it Park Theater?
It might be.
Park Theater in Holland, Michigan? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great venue. It's one of Michigan's oldest theaters. It doesn't have the record because it hasn't been consistently open that whole time. The Croswell is the oldest working theater in Michigan. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then which one? The Masonic Temple doesn't count because the date that it opened, it wasn't finished being constructed on, and so it has like 2 finished dates or like 2 open dates, and then as soon as it's like a whole thing with it where it's like still being worked on, so it's not technically a finished theater. Yeah, I love theater. Oh man, I love theater lore. It's so great. They're all ghosts and goblins. Was that, or it might have been the Masonic now that I think about it. But one of them, yeah, heck yeah. And then so my final, I want to do like I like doing the silly, like the ice question. And then I always want to be like, which dinosaur do you think is the gayest? I think that's a good one. But it needs a visual aid. That I nailed it that one time, and I haven't. I gotta restrike gold like I did with Emily Burkhart. Guys, check out episode 3, 4. One of them. You'll find it.
Yeah, it's either 4 or 5.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I think 5 hasn't come out yet, but it will be out by the time that you see this. And then my last question, ladies and gentlemen, of what's your favorite dinosaur with Sam Rhaegar. Sam, what is your favorite dinosaur?
Diplosaurs?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know we mentioned I do I liked that it's with its front legs shorter.
Yeah.
That it's like kind of like a dog.
Yeah. I like the cuties. Is he's a herbivore, right? He doesn't eat meat, does he?
No.
A lot of them. I'm like a dinosaur purist. I only like the carnivores. I'm like, every time I see an herbivore, I'm like, pussy. I don't know why. When so many people would hit me up and be like, Triceratops is my favorite dinosaur, and I would be like, you're fucking lying. But apparently everyone loves the Triceratops.
I did try to say Triceratops at Bloom with you and Nora, and you're like, no.
That's so funny. Yeah. It's like canon. Yeah, I do. I get so mad when people say Triceratops. I'm like, because it's just, he's a tank. He doesn't mean no harm. He's got horns in case people try to fuck with him. I'm like, who cares? I like a big, chompy boy. I like a big freaking, but you like the cuties? Right? He's got...
Yeah.
We'll put a picture of the Diplosaur right there.
He's like the smallest of, I think, his kind, allegedly.
Wow. Sam, your favorite dinosaur is the Diplosaurus. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a cutie, long neck. You like the long neck boys? Mm-hmm. There's... my question for always the long neck boys is if when they wear a tie, does it go up here or does it go at the base of their neck?
Oh, at the base.
Closer to their torso. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then it's gonna drag on the ground.
They're not Donald Trump. Okay?
they have a short tie and it's narrow, and I won't hear another word about it. It has a matching pocket swatch.
You know they haven't found their head yet. They've never found a head for one.
Whoa! Yeah. Are you gonna be the one who finds it?
I want to be. They're from the Midwest.
Yo, I love that. Mm-hmm. I play a dinosaur game, and whenever it's in the Midwest, I'm always like, hee hee. Michigan has I think Michigan found I have an app that shows me all over the country where the dinosaurs are being found.
We find a lot of mammoths.
Ooh.
In Michigan. Because
of the ice bridge or whatever they call it. Didn't there used to be? Or Pangea? It might have been Pangea. One of them.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a good question.
When we learned about plate tectonics, it was like because there were dinosaur fossils on one side, and then we were like, we've never found these dinosaur fossils anywhere else in the world. And then the other side was like, in like South America, was like, hey, this is gonna sound crazy. We have the exact same dinosaurs on our coast. And then they were like, oh, and they fit together. I think that's neat. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I love watching the animation when they like put it together. I'm like, oh,
I love the animation when they put it together. Yeah, wait, that's funny. We stopped by the moon. If you're watching this, Artemis has landed safely. Are you a big space guy? You like space a lot or no?
I enjoy it, but like I'm not like a deep diver on space.
It's because girls didn't do it. I feel like we were sort of left out of that conversation a little bit, and then NASA's been like so unimportant for the bulk of the last couple of years that this was a big one though, because this was the first lady to go to the moon, I think. Yeah, because Sally Ride was the first American, and I think there's only a few, and then there's like the few that didn't survive, and that's okay too. But yeah, we don't get as many ladies up there as we should.
No.
And first black guy, I think, in moon, I think.
Yes.
I'll edit it out if I'm wrong, guys. Don't worry.
My favorite astronaut in all of astronauts was Ronald McNair. And I did, he did not. Like he was part of the brave crew that the Challenger.
Oh, the Challenger! Whoa! Wait, you weren't alive for that, right?
No.
Okay, good. None of us were. That's like our dad's thing, right?
Yeah.
It was like.
But in his for his legacy, his family worked with the government, and they created like a federal research program called the Ronald E. McNair Scholars Program, and it's in over 100 colleges and universities, and it gives funding to either minority or first generation low income college students, and I got to be part of that research.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Wait, are you an astronaut? It was just any subject?
Yeah, any.
Oh, wow.
So mine was the diachronic comparison of the fusion rate in the knee joint.
Shut up. Are you a genius?
I wish.
Are you really smart though?
I'm the only person in my cohort that didn't get a PhD.
Damn, do they clown on you hard for that?
I feel so ashamed. I never fill out the survey when they're like, "What are you doing now?" Because they want to share.
You're like, don't tell them where I've been. You don't want to know the things I've seen. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that you're so smart. You have a thing. You said, yeah, well, you won the thing. Did you have to beat other kids for that? Surely.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm like, oh, I peaked in undergrad.
The only thing worse than peaking in high school is peaking in undergrad. I'm sure that you're going to do way cooler things than discover knees or whatever you said and thing that you described. Like, we're going to get rich and famous, dude. Don't even worry. You're not even going to, I can't wait to fill out that form and be like, what are you doing? And you're like, I'm on BET. Just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, I think who we are when we're not comedians is like fine. Because I feel like comedy is. I don't know why. I guess I don't know if you feel that way, but.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so conflicted with comedy because I love it, but I also, I don't know. I'm fine at it, but I don't think I'm great at it. And I think that there's so many funnier people out there where I'm nervous to submit myself to things, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna be disappointed when they could have brought in a different person who is funnier.
You gotta stop that right now, Sam. You're literally amazing, and people would be so lucky to have you on any of their lineups.
Thank you. This is you bring joy everywhere.
Yeah. Whoa. Do you feel like you share that feeling with a lot of people in our scene? Like, what are you you're afraid that once you get there, you'll be disappointing? Or are you afraid that they'll say no and then?
I think both. I think I'm afraid that they'll see me reach out and be like, she thinks she's good enough to be on this show. Or like, if I do reach out and they say yes, I think that I'm gonna get there and perform, and they're like, I can't believe we put her on our show. Like, this just wasn't a good fit.
You see the men that come out of Detroit comedy and you still feel this way? That's crazy. Sam, you're so funny. Well, hey guys, that's been our show. This is This has been episode 6 of What's Your Favorite Dinosaur with me, Nicole Melnyk, and our guest tonight was Sam Rhaegar. Sam! Thanks for being on the show. You can check this out on YouTube, and it's on Apple and Spotify and a couple others that I use a host site that puts it out there for me. I don't really know what it all means. And don't forget to check out Sam at Park Theater in Holland, Michigan. And we love you. Bye.
Bye.